Ladies and gentlemen, this is your THORnews Asteroid Fight Club Labor Day edition of Peak Hurricane Season Watch. Starring me, your Planetary Defense Commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7, the T, and Dope. Special guest appearance by my unofficial but official super partner in weather crime prevention, Cranky Weather Guy. Now, this is all speculation because anything we're looking at beyond danger zone is going to be after today. And as you know, in 2020, things are wild. But Cranky says, after our wayward travelers, we'll look near shore for local development and for a potential long tracker out of this East Africa system. Eyes on the southwest Bahamas, West Atlantic, in the 14-day perhaps, 14 to 21. Our Atlantic highs tumbling about ensure quick shifting tracking locales for cyclones. And so honestly, yeah, Cranky has us on super high alert, unofficially, for about 14 days from now. But I like to be more extra paranoid, and we work together as a team well that way. And so I'm on the lookout for anything kind of in a 7-day and under range. But either way, it is only a matter of time. It is not if we will get hit by a hurricane again. It is when we will get hit by a hurricane again. And I'm really good with words. So technically, whether it be next year, we'll eventually get hit by a hurricane again. But I honestly believe we're definitely going to get hit by a hurricane this year. Again, we've already been hit by 3. And so we're definitely watching out for this one. This one does pose some danger as a tropical storm, depression, or possibly even a hurricane over the next few days. 10% development in the next 48 hours and 30% in the next 5 days. And then we've got Paulette, Renee, and then will come Sally, and then Teddy. And this is just me letting you in on my super nerdy thoughts and processes if you're into that type of a thing. E-Weather, the Euro 15-day ensemble tropical cyclone tracks. As you can see, it's a bit of a madhouse, but there are a lot of tracks that do take it into danger landfalling territory. I got bad news. As JKP Weather is pointing out, we have westward shift in the last few EPS runs. And so as models are shifting west, that is bad news, and that puts more places in a danger zone. But as you can see, the models are shifting to the west, and the big kahuna burger thing we're taking a bite out of is what Adrian Linares is pointing out, watching trends with the European Ensemble guidance, which is for a stronger Bermuda high from its previous long-range forecast. And so, if this extends the Azores high and hardens out and flattens, then that pushes more of the hurricanes into Florida, the Gulf of Mexico, and possibly even the East Coast. And so if models trend towards a stronger Azores high, hurricanes, tropical storms, depressions will have nowhere to escape and would probably hit land. And so, the King Euro has shown up a situation where we could see anywhere from like 7 possible tropical storms and hurricanes over the next 10 days, which is crazy. But the icon is showing the soonest, clearest present danger of what could be a tropical storm, and I would say even a hurricane possibly. And that one yellow zone that is showing near North Carolina. This would be on the 12th of September, which is like 5 days away. And so from this point on, we're just going to watch some model runs. I'm going to try and tell some jokes as, because I just watch the patterns and the shifts and the thingies in the weather. Now, these are just models, and models sometimes can have their heads up their butts, And so, but all the models are showing multiple areas that we're going to have to deal with over the next few weeks. And so the icon has been consistently showing that one area of development start to develop and then get pushed into a South Carolina, North Carolina situation. And it has kept it somewhere near tropical storm strength, but 997 millibars of pressure. It would only have to drop like 3 more millibars of pressure to actually be a hurricane. And it is 2020, and with hot waters, and if there is low wind shear, and it somehow shoots the gap of the Saharan dust, then you could get some type of rapid intensification, as we saw with Hurricane Laura. Now we're watching the King Euro, which only goes out to 10 days, but it shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be 6 areas of development. And Europeans, if you're watching this too, some of these wild, wacky areas end up in a hurricane fashion, smacking Spain, France, and the United Kingdom in the face in some of these model runs. So it is definitely something to pay attention to. And if that Azores high stays strong, the runs we see that have these going out to sea would take it into the coast, which would be a bad situation, man. And if there was a year that the upper East Coast was going to get smacked with Sandy 2.0, 2020 seems like a good bet. But, we're just staying cautious. But look at those rain bands, man. That is crazy, And so we're definitely going to be seeing some crazy storms. And I have this theory with Jupiter and Saturn coming together for a conjunction and Pluto behind them, that we are seeing the stamps of the pressure, frequency, vibration, energy, whatever you want to call it, of the planets in our atmosphere. And so I have us on watch for a major storm in December. That would probably be a snowstorm, though. And so as we saw Laura and Kyle kind of hit the same spot in Louisiana or close to it, and then we saw Haishen and Maisak hit South Korea, I think if the two storms did kind of do the same thing, then they would hit about the same area, possibly the upper northeast, about the same time, which would be in about 7 to 10 to 14 days. And so I am definitely paying attention. And with Mars going retrograde and Jupiter going direct, if my theory is correct, that the planets do affect signatures in our upper atmosphere, then the models are going to have a hard time picking up on everything that is happening. Right now, we're looking at the GFS parallel model. And, like I said, this is the main storm. Right now, most of the models have it taken out to sea, but then it shows that it wants to fight towards the coast. But one of the storms is a pretty big, massive Category 2, Category 3 for that high in latitude, in my opinion. And then we've seen some pretty nasty storm pressures as far up as Greenland. And so who knows what causes all this stuff, man? Science may like to act like it knows everything, but it does not. But yeah, worst case scenario would be getting this type of Cthulhu major monster Category 3 hurricane that would end up in here. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but, it's 2020. Be prepared for just about anything, man. Now we're looking at the CMC Music Factory. And like I said, my theory is that it's not if, but when. And if Cranky has us definitely watching the 14 to 21 day range, I am going to pick the 7 to 14 day range just because it's like Price is Right, but for hurricanes, I guess. All right, that didn't make sense. But I'm just saying, if model trends continue to show a strengthening high and shifts to west, then, we could be in danger sooner than what we are predicting now. And on the 10th, which is 3 days away, we're going to see a pretty major storm move over the United States that'll be bringing snow and rain and sleet and lightning and straight line winds and stuff. But definitely, it's going to be big chunks of poop coming out of the poop chute of Africa. I'm not calling Africa. Okay, that was bad. Sorry. I'm not. I love you, Africa. I just felt that I'd use the softball metaphor, softball machine that chunks out the softballs that you can hit them at softball practice or the batting cages or whatever. That metaphor too many times, so I tried to pick another one and I picked poop chute, and it turned out to be a shitty metaphor. All right. Yay. But yeah, you can see that would be bang, bang, bang. It would be 4 softballs coming. And, some of the models do trend to have it headed towards our danger region of New Jersey, New York, New England, Nova Scotia, and even, Maryland, Virginia and stuff. But we're definitely in for some wild weather and wild times. It is 2020. Peak hurricane season is officially in 3 days. And models consistently show just big chunks of low pressure that could cyclonically develop and possibly rapidly intensify heading towards us. All right, these were my hurricane thoughts leading up to the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction that will be happening in December, and I think things are going to be wild and unbalanced until then. So please stay cool, have a great weekend, have a great night, and I will stay on top of it for you and bring you important information as it comes to me and us. And thanks to Cranky Weather Guy and everybody in the Weather Twitter team and anyone out there who loves weather, anyone out there who's cool, and everyone at Asteroid Fight Club, and my mama, and all my crushes and muses, and everybody out there. All right, I love you. Stay cool. Have a great night.